Hello my dear students and welcome to the new lesson. So in this lesson we are going to learn about the while statement. So now we know that there are three types of looping statements, which are while statement, do while statement and the for statement. So in this lecture we are going to learn the first type of looping statement, which is the while statement. So now we know that this while statement is used to repeat the number of statements. So अगर आपको कुछ number of statements number of times repeat करने हैं, then we will be using the while statement. So that's why it is called as the looping statement, or also it is called as the iterative statement. So this is said to be the simplest of all looping structures. So जितने भी looping statement है उनमें से सबसे simple statement, simple looping statement is the while statement. So let us see how this while statement is written in the program, or what is the syntax or format of the while statement. So firstly there will be a keyword while. So while is the keyword, and after that there will be a test expression, or it will be some condition. Actually this is said to be the terminating condition for the loop. So this test expression, or it will be the condition which will evaluate to either true or false value. So after that there will be opening brace which indicates the start of the loop, and then there will be the number of statements which you want to repeat, and then there will be closing brace which indicates the end of the loop, and these number of statements are said to be the body of loop. So जितने भी number of statements आपको repeat करने होते हैं, that is said to be the body of loop. So this is how the while statement is written in the program. So now see how this while statement will work. जब आप ये प्रोग्राम में लिखते हो while statement, तो कंप्यूटर कैसे एग्जीक्यूट करता है वो हमको अभी देखना है. सो फर्स्टली whatever this test expression will be evaluated. So जो भी टेस्ट एक्सप्रेशन है इवेल्युएट होगा. So of course it will be either true or false. So if this test expression is true, then only this body of loop will be executed. यानी अगर टेस्ट एक्सप्रेशन ट्रू है तो ही नंबर ऑफ स्टेटमेंट विद इन ओपनिंग एंड क्लोजिंग ब्रेस विल बी एग्जीक्यूटेड. आफ्टर एग्जीक्यूटिंग दिस नंबर ऑफ स्टेटमेंट फर्स्ट टाइम, after encountering this closing brace, control will again go to the test expression, and again this test expression will be evaluated. So again if it is true, then again this body of loop will be executed, and with this again control will go to the test expression, and this will be continued. सो कंटिन्यू रहेगा, बॉडी ऑफ लूप कंटिन्यूली एग्जीक्यूट होगा जब तक कि आपका टेस्ट एक्सप्रेशन फॉल्स नहीं होता है. सो जैसे ही टेस्ट एक्सप्रेशन फॉल्स होगा, कंट्रोल विल बी आउट ऑफ द लूप. यानी वाइल के बाद में जो भी स्टेटमेंट है वो स्टेटमेंट एग्जीक्यूट होगा. लेकिन कब? जब ये टेस्ट एक्सप्रेशन फॉल्स होता है तो ही. अदरवाइज कंटिन्यूली दिस नंबर ऑफ स्टेटमेंट्स विल बी एग्जीक्यूटेड वन बाय वन. So this is how this while statement will work, or it will be executed if you write in the program. So let us see the flowchart for the while statement now. Actually flowchart always show the flow of the program. So यानी ये while statement कैसे execute होता है उसका flowchart, उसका flow बताता है ये flowchart. So this test expression will be firstly evaluated. If it is true, then body of while loop will be executed. Again control will go to the test expression. फिर से test expression पे जाएगा. अगर फिर से true है, then again this body of loop will be executed. Again test expression will be evolved. If it is true, again body of while loop will be executed, and it will be continued. Continually ये execute होते रहेगा. But if the test expression becomes false, सो जैसे ही आपका टेस्ट एक्सप्रेशन फॉल्स होता है तो कंट्रोल विल गो आउट ऑफ द लूप, एंड स्टेटमेंट जस्ट बिलो व्हाइल स्टेटमेंट विल बी एग्जीक्यूटेड. सो दिस इज हाउ द फ्लो ऑफ द while statement will be there. So let us see one simple example for this while statement. So let us see here, first statement here is I equals to 1, that means this is the initialization. So here I will be initialized with the value 1. Then the condition will be tested. So now the condition is 1 less than equals to 10, I की value 1 है. So 1 less than equals to 10, yes, condition is true. सो ट्रू है तो कंट्रोल अंदर आएगा और जो भी मैसेज है डिस्प्ले करेगा. दैट मीन्स सी लैंग्वेज विल बी डिस्प्लेड फॉर फर्स्ट टाइम. देन आई प्लस प्लस, दैट मीन्स वैल्यू ऑफ आई विल बी इंक्रीमेंटेड. सो नाउ आई बिकम्स 2. सो फिर से कंडीशन पे जाएगा. नाउ द कंडीशन बिकम्स 2 लेस देन इक्वल्स टू 10. सो येस, अगेन इट इज ट्रू. सो ट्रू है तो अंदर आएगा. सी लैंग्वेज विल बी डिस्प्लेड फॉर सेकेंड टाइम. नाउ अगेन आई प्लस प्लस, दैट मीन्स आई बिकम्स 3. Now the condition becomes 3 less than equals to 10, yes. So C language will be displayed. I becomes 4. Then again 4 less than equals to 10, yes. So this will be continued. For fourth time C language will be displayed. So then fifth time I becomes 5, then 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So that means this loop will be executed for 10 times, and after that, after 10, I plus plus now becomes 11. So now 11 less than equals to 10, condition will be false. So as this condition will be false, then control will be out of the loop. So this is how this while statement will work. This while statement or this block will be executed for 10 times. For values of I, firstly I is 1, then for I is equal to 2, this will be repeated. I equals to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So that means 10 times this block will be executed, and therefore 10 times this C language message will be displayed. So this is how the while statement will work in this example. So with this example, message C language will be displayed for 10 times. So this is about the format or syntax of the while statement and simple one example. So let us do the while statement, or let us do the program of while statement practically. This is the same program that I have just explained you. So let us run the program and see the output. So see, this is the output for this program. So the message that is C language is displayed here for 10 times. So so if I want this message on next line, so just I have to write here \n, so that output should be very understandable. So let us run the program. So see here, the message C language is displayed here for 10 times. Means the statement, that is printf statement, will be executed here for 10 times. So for that I have used the variable I. So this I, firstly this I will be equals to 1, and first time the value of I will be tested with this condition. So the condition becomes 1 less than equals to 10. So yes, condition is true, therefore this message will be displayed. After that, same C language will be displayed for second time, because I have incremented the value of 1, that is I becomes 2. Now the condition 2 less than equals to 10, yes, again C language will be displayed, then 3 times, 4 times and so on. So this is actually the use of looping statements, because of which certain number of statements, here these two statements will be repeated for 10 times. If you want to execute this statement 100 times, then I just have to increment here the value from 10 to 100. So simply by incrementing the value of this I, this condition I is less than equals to, you can print the same message with the many number of times. So if for example previously it was 10, so 10 times C language will be displayed. So if I want this statement to be executed for 100 times, then just I have to increment this value from 10 to 100. So with this, the value of the message C language will be displayed for 100 times. So see here. So the 100 times this C language will be displayed. So let us suppose with the C language I want to print the value of I now. So before C language, I want to print the value of I. So for that, I will write here %d. After that, the message, and then value of I. So this means that with this printf function, value of I will be displayed first, and then the message C language will be displayed. So I'll change this value from 100 to 10 now. So let's run the program. So see here, 1 C language. First time I becomes 1. So message will be, then I becomes 2, I becomes 3, 4, 5, 7 and up to 10. So suppose I increment the value of I here, I increment the value of condition here. So I less than equals to 100. So let's run the program. So see here. So see, value of I, that is value of, that is value 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 up to 100 will be there. So with the use of I, with the use of this variable, I can repeat the number of statements number of times. So of course it is a variable, that means you can use here any variable, and this variable is called as the loop control variable, because actually this variable is controlling the loop, or this variable is controlling that how many times the message should be displayed. So therefore the variable which controls the loop is called as the loop control variable. So suppose I am printing here only the values of I now. So this will be the program to print the value of I. So of course here I varies from 1 to 100, and a value of I will be incremented by 1. So that means values from 1 to 100 will be displayed with this program. So suppose I want to increment the value of I by 2. So that means suppose I want to print the odd values. So you know that odd values are from 1, after that 3, then 5, then 7, 9 and so on. So that means value of I here will be incremented by 2 and not by 1. So after 1 there should be 3 next. So therefore, so instead of here I plus plus, I will be using here I equals to I plus 2. Or, so let us run this program first. So see here, first value will be 1, after that I will be incremented by 2. So as I value is equals to 1, so see here the program, firstly I is equals to 1, condition becomes 1 less than equals to 100, yes true, so that means 1 will be displayed. After with this statement I is equals to I plus 2, so now I value of I is 1, so 1 plus 2, that means this becomes 3, and 3 will be stored in I again. So that means with this statement value of I will be incremented by 2. So next time value of I becomes 3. Again condition will be tested, 3 less than equals to 100, yes. So 3 will be displayed. Next time 3 plus 2, that means value of I becomes 5. Again 5 less than equals to 10, 5 will be displayed and so on. So each time with this loop value of I will be incremented by 2 and it will be displayed. So this will be the output of this while loop. So see here. So from 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13 and so on up to 99. Because after 99 the value of I becomes 101, and 101 less than equals to 100 will be false, and therefore control will be out of the loop. So suppose I want to print the odd values up to suppose 30 only. So the output will be, the condition simply I have to change with the I less than equals to 30. So the output will be like this, 135 up to 29. So this is how with the while loop you can print the odd numbers. Suppose I want to print the even numbers. So you know that even number starts with value 2. After that 4, 6, 8, after that each value will be incremented by 2. So that means first value will be 2. So therefore I will write here first initialization I is equals to 2. So up to which number you want to print. Suppose I want to print even numbers up to 50. So I less than equals to 50. with this value of I will be printed, and of course here also value of I will be incremented by 2. So instead of I is equal to I plus 2, you can use the shorthand operator which we have discussed in operators lesson. So I is equals to I plus 2 can be written as like this, I plus equals to 2. So you can use any statement, I is equals to I plus 2 or I plus equals to 2, but it is a shorthand operator. So it is very simple to write. So let us run the program. So see here the output 2, 4, 6, 8. So from 2 every value will be incremented by 2 and it is up to value 50. So this is about the only increment part. That means here I have used, I have incremented the value of loop control variable. So there may be condition that I want to print the values in decremented order. Suppose I want to print the values from 10 to 1. So first value printed should be 10, after that 9, after that 8 and so on. So that means you have to decrement the value. First value should be 10. So therefore initialization will be A is equals to 10. Then after that I should be decremented by 1. So therefore I have used I minus minus. And then what should be the condition now? So I have to print value 10, after that 9, 8, 7 and so on. So if you observe here that the values of I that I want to print is greater or equals to 1. So see, first I want 10, after that 9, then 8, then 7, up to 1 I want to print. So that values are greater or equals to 1, and hence the condition will be I greater or equals to 1. So that means with the decremented value initialization, this initialization statement contains the greater value. Condition becomes I greater or equals to 1, and with this after that you have to decrement the value of I by 1. So let us run the program now. So see here values of I will be 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5 and so on. So thus while loop can use to decrement the values of loop control variable also. So let's make some change in the program. So suppose here I have not decremented the value of I. Then what should be the output? So before running the program, so try to pause this video and guess what will be the output of this loop. So see here, so what the output will be now. I value of I will be equals to 10, 10 is greater than equals to 1, 10 will be printed. Again control will go here, again value of I is same, that is 10 greater than equals to 1. So this is yes, so 10 will be displayed. Again 10 greater than equals to 1, 10 will be displayed. So that means here I have not changed the value of I, and that will be equals to 10 only, and therefore this condition will always be true. It will not be false. It will never be false. So therefore this loop will be continuously producing the same output, that is 10, 10, 10, 10, 10 and so on. And this type of loop is called as the infinite loop. So let us run the program now. See here. So see here. So 10 is continuously displaying here. So it will not be ended, this loop will not end, and this type of loop is called as the infinite loop. And there should not be infinite loop in your any program. आपके किसी भी प्रोग्राम में infinite loop नहीं होना चाहिए. Again I'm changing the program here. So suppose I have write here 1 while in brackets 1 and printf I. So what do you think? What will be the output of this program? So and we know that any non-zero value is considered as a true value, and therefore this 1 will also equals to true. That means this condition will always be true, and with this also value of 10 will be displayed infinitely. So this is also the infinite loop. but there must be some condition where to terminate the loop. कभी भी अगर आप लूप लिखते हो तो उसमें टर्मिनेटिंग कंडीशन होनी ही चाहिए, अदरवाइज योर प्रोग्राम विल नॉट एंड. But with this type of loop, while one, you can break the loop or you can end the loop with some another statement which is called as the break statement, which we will learn later. But before that, just remember that this type of loop is the infinite loop. So let us run again the program and see here the output. So same output, this 10 will be displaying for the infinite times, and program will not end. So such type of loops are called as the infinite loops. So this is all for now. In the next lesson we will be coming up with new learnings. Thank you.